After an entertaining 67 games with an average of 5.14 games played per time frame through the first 13 time frame matchups, the 76-77 Habs managed to secure 10 time frame wins to Team NHL's 2, where one time frame ended in a tie. The 76-77 Habs won 49 games through of the 67 games played to Team NHL's 18. Records in regulation and overtime are as follows. For the Habs, in games ending in regulation, they are 44-11. However, in overtime, the Habs are 5-7. For Team NHL, they are 11-44 with games ending in regulation. However, it's when the game goes to sudden death overtime, and it has paid off for Team NHL with them winning 7 out, taking their overtime record, as it has been paid off in games played ending in overtime of 7-5. In the 67 games played, the Habs tallied 196 goals, giving them a 2.93 goals per game through the first 67 games of this project and the first 13 time frame matchups. The Habs scored 37 power play goals during this period, with 9 of them coming off of the 3-6-6 roll. The Habs suffered 36 penalties, with 8 of the penalties resulting in Team NHL scoring a power play goal. The Habs goalies tallied 162 express saves, that is the play save, shot save, and inspect save, with an average of 2.41 express saves per game. They have tallied a 1.50 goals allowed average during the 67 games played and have tallied 12 shutouts. The Habs skaters recorded a total of 620 points for an average of 18.51 impact points per game, where the goalies tallied 73 impact points for an impact points per game total of 1.09. The total team impact for the Montreal Canadiens, they have tallied a total of 693 impact points for a 10.34 average impact points per game played. For Team NHL, their goal tallies at 105, giving them a 1.57 goals per game in the 67 games played already throughout this project. The Team NHL tallied 16 power play goals, with 8 of them being recorded and came from the 3-6-6 roll. The Team NHL suffered 50 penalties, with 28 of them ending up being Montreal's gain, as they scored a power play goal. Team NHL's goalies managed to tally up 129 express saves. Again, that's play, shot, and spec save that are printed on the goalie's card. And they average about a 1.295 express saves per game. In the 67 games played, the goalies have tallied a 2.77 goals allowed average while recording 3 shutouts. Team NHL skaters recorded 301 impact points, while the goalies have tallied only negative 27 points, giving the goalies a less of a chance to get impact points with a 0.4 impact points per game, where the skaters have recorded almost 4.5 impact points per game. Total Team NHL impact points is at 274, with an average of 4.089 impact points per game through the first 67 games and the first 13 time frame matchups. In the quality check department, through the first 67 games played in this project, there have been a total of 512 quality check attempts, averaging 7.64 quality checks per game. Most checks in one game is 13, and it has been done twice through the first 67 games. For the Habs, they have won 113 quality checks, averaging 1.69, almost 1.7 checks per game. Most checks won by the Habs came at the expense of the star quality, where they have won 23.9% of checks, with 16 of them that cashed in for a goal. Their second best win on the quality check wins came from the hit quality, winning about 19.5% of their checks, with 13 times that the Habs cashed in for a goal off of the hit quality. However, Team NHL managed to cash in 58 quality check attempts, 58 quality check wins, averaging about a 0.88 quality check wins per game. The most qualities won by Team NHL came at the expense of the power quality, winning 24.1% of their checks, with only five of the 14 times they have won the power quality that have been cashed in for a goal. Their second most quality check wins came at the expense of the speed quality check, winning 22.4% of their checks, with only 3 of the 13 that have landed in the back of the net. Goals were not easy to come by from the quality checks, as the 76-77 Habs have cashed in 58 goals from quality check wins through the first 67 to Team NHL's 17. And of the 512 quality check attempts, 340 attempts landed as a no action result, giving it 66.4% of the quality checks that landed for naught. Here is a breakdown of who leads both the 76-77 Montreal Canadiens and Team NHL as far as the skaters are concerned. For the 76-77 Habs, Jacques Lemaire leads the team with goals and points and is tied with Larry Robinson with 13 quality check wins. Steve Shutt leads the team with 36 assists. Rick Chartraw leads the team with 9 penalties. However, Mario Tremblay was sent to the box 8 times, but resulting in 3 of those penalties, resulting in a Team NHL power play goal. For Team NHL, Dale Hawerchuk leads the team with 5 assists and 6 points, where Anthony Mantha leads the team with 4 quality check wins through the first 67 games. Brandon Dillon is tied with Kyle McLaren for 3 penalties, whereas Kyle McLaren is also tied with Glenn Anderson, where penalties resulted in an opponent's power play goal with 2. Team NHL has 3 players tied with 3 goals each: Mike Foligno, Rod Brindamore, and Jean Podine. Here are your goalie leaders through the first 67 games. For the 76-77 Habs, Michel Larocque leads the team with 25 wins and leads the team with 40 impact points and has a goals allowed average of 1.21. Ken Dryden leads the team with total minutes in time on ice with 36 hours, 10 minutes, and 1 second, which is an equivalent to almost 21 to almost 2,170 minutes. He is also the leader of the team in goals allowed with 64. Both Michel Larocque and Ken Dryden are tied with 6 shutouts through the first 67 games played of this project. For Team NHL, Justin Peters leads the team in time on ice with 300 minutes. That is equivalent to 5 hours. Craig Anderson leads the team with a .46 goals allowed average. Byron Defoe leads Team NHL with 16 goals allowed, while UC Saros is tied with 2 wins and 8 impact points. As well, he has posted 2 shutouts that leads Team NHL. The other players involved with impact points with 8 is Justin Peters and Ron Hextall. And for wins, along with UC Saros and Justin Peters, Craig Anderson, Vitek Vanacek, and Jacques Cloutier. And here is the overall summary through the first 67 games on screen now. The one eye-popping thing that got me was, of course, the quality check wins, where the Montreal Canadiens have won 66.1% of their checks, with 58 of them going for goals, while 55 went into the glove or the goalie's pads to make the save. For Team NHL, even though they won almost 34% of their quality checks, 17 of them went for goals. That's a 29.3% of checks that landed for goals, while an astounding 70.7%, almost 71% of their checks with 41 landed for in either Michel Larocque or Ken Dryden's hands to make the save. So with that being said, stay tuned. Coming up soon here on the channel for time frame number 14 as the Montreal Canadiens welcome in the 1992-93 New York Islanders.